Hello everyone. Today we will start with Unit 7. Unit 7, Rays and Waves. If you will look at this picture, you will see here we have clouds and these waves, okay, or these are the light rays. To see any object, the light, it must goes to your eyes. It must go through your eyes, inside your eyes. For example, sun, lamps, lasers, and glowing TV screens all emit or it send out their own light. So this kind of objects, or the objects that it gives light, or the objects that it emit light, we call them luminous. However, most objects are non-luminous. Now, we have two types of objects. The first type, first group, we call luminous. The second one, we called it non-luminous. The difference between luminous and non-luminous objects is what? In luminous objects, these objects, it will emit. It's a source of light. It gives light. While non-luminous, it will not give light. It will just what? It will just reflect the light. For example, if we will take the sun and moon as an examples. As we know, sun, it sends or it gives light. So sun, it's an example of luminous object. While moon, it looks bright, but in fact that moon is just reflecting the light. It comes from sun. So moon here, it's what? It's an example of non-luminous object. Now, when you are looking at this page, you are seeing this page. Why? Because it's reflecting light. But for example, here it looks brighter than this one. Okay, the reason behind this, it's what? The surface that it reflects more light, it looks brighter, while the one that it will reflect some of the light, it looks a little bit darker. Okay, so now surfaces, we will have some of them will reflect the light, others will absorb the light. One more thing about surface, it's what? Most surfaces are uneven. What do you mean by most surfaces are uneven? It means they are not smooth. They are not totally smooth, okay? Or contain particles that scatter light, okay? Now, let's take these two examples. Paper and mirror. Both of them are, both of these surfaces, okay? They reflect light, okay? But the difference between them, it's what? If you look at this one, the surface, it's not even, it's uneven. It has some particles on it. So here it's the light, it's coming in this direction, but it's reflecting into different directions. So here what it's happening, it's scattering the light, okay? It's diffusing the light. But if you will take this example, mirror, it's just what? Reflecting all the waves same as it comes. So now, as a result of these surfaces, they reflect light in all directions. The reflection is diffuse. Here, it's what? It's diffuse. However, mirrors are smooth and shiny. When they reflect light, the reflection is regular. So now, if you have a question, it says, what is the difference in the reflection between these two surfaces, paper and mirror? So you will say in paper, it's what? The reflection is diffuse, while reflection in mirror, it's what? It's regular. Okay, but some surfaces, okay, some materials, transparent materials like a glass and water, the light will pass through it. They are transmit. Okay, so they transmit the light. Features of light. Some facts, some features, some characteristics about light. Light is a form of radiation. What's that mean? From where we will get a light? This means that light radiates, spreads out from its source. Okay? And the diagram lines called trace are used to show which way the light is going. Again, here, this picture, it shows light rays. Okay, here we are seeing the light. We are seeing the light as a ray. But this light, it comes from where? It comes from a source, which is sun. Sun, it's here. This sun, it sends the light as rays. Okay, so this is the first one. Light is a form of radiation. It radiates from a source of light. Then light travels in straight lines. If you will see these lines, okay, these lines, it shows the light. How this light it's traveling, okay, but how it's traveling? It's traveling in straight lines. Okay, look, all the examples that it's given here. First one, second, third, fourth. Okay, these 4 examples, it shows the light. It shows how the light, it travels as straight lines. Light transfers energy. What's that mean? Firstly, to produce light, there should be energy. Let's take an example. Sun. When sun, it produces light, this light is coming from where? It's coming from the chemical reactions that is happening in the sun. Then, when sun, it will send the light, it will give the light. Here what is happening, the sun, it's transferring the energy. How we can make sure this is correct? For example, let's take the solar panel as an example. When sun, it sent the light will be absorbed by solar panel. The solar panel, it will convert this light energy and it will produce what? It will produce the electricity, or in another meaning, here we will have energy transformation, transferring from light into electric energy. Next one. Okay. Light travels as waves. Light radiates from its source rather as ripples spread across the surface of pond. What's that mean? As you can see here, this is the light. The light, it will travel as what? As waves. Okay, as waves. What kind of waves? We call them electromagnetic waves. To explain more about light travels as waves, okay, scientists, they agreed that they use the word photons, okay, which is the particles of light. One more thing about the light travels as waves. For each wave, we said we have each wave, it has speed and it has a wavelength. The wavelength of light waves, it's so small. Okay, here as you can see, light waves have wavelength of less than a thousandth of millimeter. Next one, light can travel through empty space. If you remember, when we talked about sound waves, we said sound waves, to travel, it always needs a medium, it needs a material, it needs something to pass through it. It needs something to carry these waves and travel it to another place. This is opposite to the light. Light, it can travel through empty space. Okay, just take an example, the sunlight. As you know, between Earth and Sun, there is space, there is empty space, there is no matter there. But it's still the light, it can travel from Sun and reach the earth. What's that mean? It means light, it has the ability to travel through empty space. Light is the fastest thing there is. Okay, till now it's like when we are talking about the speed of any object. Okay, the fastest speed till now, it's what? It's the light or the speed of light waves. Wavelength and color. As you know, we have different colors, but what's the meaning of different colors, or why do we have different colors? The reason behind this, it's what? It's the difference in the wavelength. What's that mean? When light enters the eye, when a light enters our eyes, okay, why our eyes it shows, or why we can see different colors? The reason behind this, it's what? The light rays, when it enters the eyes, okay, the brain senses different wavelengths. Light goes inside our eyes, our brain, it will detect or it will sense different wavelengths. For example, the wavelengths range from 0.0004 millimeter violet light to 0.007 millimeter, which is the red light. Okay, one more thing, the white light, okay, it's what? It's made up of different colors. These colors, different colors with different wavelengths. This wavelengths, it range from this number 0.0004 to 0.0007. But we have laser. Lasers, okay, emit light of a single wavelength and color. The lasers, when it gives light, it gives one color, which, for example, here as you can see, it's red. What's that mean? It gives one light with one wavelength. This kind of light, they call them monochromatic. Mono, it means one. Monochromatic light, or it means mono, it means one. Chromatic, it's light. Okay, so it means one kind of light. Questions. Question number 1. Give two examples each of objects which A. Emit their own light. Two examples of object that it gives out light. So, number 1, we will say sunlight. Number 2, torch, any kind of torch or bulb. B. Are only visible because they reflect light from another source. When I was explaining at the beginning, I mentioned two examples. Now, the example, the main example that, the most common example, it's what? It's moon, okay? Moon, we said it's bright, but in fact, it's not giving light. It's what? It's reflecting the light from sunlight. Another example, let's say wall, okay? Paper, okay? Question number 2. What evidence is there that light travels in straight lines? And the answer is point light source causes sharp shadows. Okay, whenever you will look and there is shadow, the shadow, how it will be, it makes a straight line, sharp straight lines. Okay, so what's that mean? It means the light, it's making, or it's traveling as straight lines. Question number 3. What happens to light when it strikes? A. White paper. B. Black paper. The difference between these two surfaces, the white and black, it's what? It's the color, or why, what's the difference, or how, or why they are different colors. In white paper, the light will be reflected, but here in black, the light will be absorbed. in white color, most of the light will be reflected, while in black paper, most of light will be absorbed. Question number 4. Question number 4, it says, if the moon is 384,000 kilometers from Earth, the sun is 150,000 million kilometers from Earth, and the speed of light is 300,000 kilometers per second. Calculate the time taken for light to travel from the moon to the Earth, B, the sun to the Earth. I will solve A, and B, it will be your task. Here, what do we have? What are the information that we have in the question? This says, this is the distance from moon to the Earth, and here it's the speed of light. Now I need to find what? The time. So how I will find the time? So the formula that it says speed equal distance over time. Now I will replace the words with numbers. The speed it's equal to the distance. The distance it's 384,000 over time. Then now time equal to 384,000 over 300,000. Then when we will divide these two numbers, we will get 1.28 seconds. So this is the answer for question number 4A. Question 4B, it will be your task, and also question number 5 and 6. So that was everything for unit 7.1. I hope everything is clear. And again, you need to write a comment in the video, below the video, and have a good day.